Okay, in this particular exercise, we're going to learn how to step in and take somebody's spot where they want to step. It's one of the beginning exercises for Gerk. And the way it works is this. I'm going to step into her area. Don't do anything. And this is where I'm stepping into. This is the spot I want. As I step, she sees my leg and senses where it wants to go, and she's going to take that spot. So I'm going to change legs, step in. And if she gets it right, she's going to just take the spot that I wanted, and I'm going to be off balance momentarily. Now when you're closer, this is a little tougher to do. So you can start with a little more distance. You can widen your stance a little bit, widen it a little bit, and give yourself some time to see where the leg is coming. Good. And I'm kind of exaggerating my off-balanceness just so you can see it. Now, depending on how I step in, she can come from the inside out, or she can come from the outside in. The main thing is to just take the spot that the person wants to step in. All right, so in part one of the video, we showed how we are going to take the opponent's space when we take a step. So I step into her, and she takes the spot where I want to stand, right? The spot where I want to stand. So for that moment, I'm slightly off balance. So the next stage is when I take a step, what she's going to do is just give me a little sweep either way. Now I know she's going to sweep me, so I'm not going to commit my weight, otherwise I'd probably fall. So this is the way the drill works. It works for both parties. I'm going to take a step towards her, and she's going to do a little sweep. See how it makes my leg go up? That's all you want to do. Take a step, don't commit the weight, and just let your opponent move your leg. And she's going to alternate feet, doesn't matter what foot she uses. See, I'm closing the distance. Doesn't matter. In Wing Chun, legs deal with legs and hands deal with hands. Right? So before my hands even engage, now although I'm at a distance where I could engage my hands, this is just a drill, training the legs, so that a good Wing Chun player, when an opponent takes a step at them, all they need to really do is take their space, do a little sweep, and if the person really commits their weight, they're going to go over. All right? So that's the nature of this. So at first, it starts by just taking a little step into where I want to step. So I want to step here, move your foot. I want to step here, and that's the space she took. So for that second, I was off balance. Okay, so that's part two of the Gerk exercise. Hi, so next stage with Wing Chun leg training, just want to review something with Gerk. I didn't mention my last videos. When we're here, okay, and we're matching legs, sometimes you notice we pick up the back leg. Why do we pick up the back leg? All right, slow motion. If I pick up my leg and I put it down and we're both even, I don't really have to move my back leg. But if I put my leg down a little closer than I need to be, then I need to adjust my distance. So we're feeling the distance. Now keep in mind, you don't have to do this fast. You can do it slow. You can really feel yourself sticking and feel your partner. All right, you want to try to turn your hips forward towards your partner as much as possible. You really don't want this angle. Sometimes you see us do this angle. That's not really correct. You could make it work for you, but if you want to maintain the standard is to have your hips forward so that we have equal use of all our legs. So that's why we pick up the back leg, and that's part of the training.
I'm going to step back. So there should be no gap. I'm going to step. She has to step before I do anything with this leg. See, I stepped without warning, but she recovered. Okay, so that's the beginning stage. And then next stage is we do it like this, unsupported. We're sticking. We're not using energy. All right. I'll step back. I meet this leg. Step back. I meet this leg. She steps into me. Okay, so once you learn the sticking part, then you learn how to transmit energy. So Wing Chun, everything is about moving forward. Totally about moving forward. We really try not to move back unless it's necessary. So when we start, by the way, when I do Gerk, I like to just have my hands here. This is just to kind of get them out of the way, and so you don't use your arms to counterbalance, but I like just to do it free. But for the sake of the video and the classic way we do it. So beginning students first learn how to send energy to the leg. First you learn sending energy up. So when we raise, and raise. See, I sent a little energy. Upwards only. So she's meeting my upwards energy with her upwards energy. Forward, forward, and down we're not sending anything. Forward, 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 forward. Okay, switch legs. So when I say forward, I'm sending the energy like this. From my hips. Hips have got to be turned up. They can't be out. Have to be turned up. You don't want to be chuck cute too close to your body when you're doing Gerk because then you get your legs collapsed. So you want to have this kind of space. So again, the energy is going up. It's not going down. She has to meet my energy, because if not, she's going to lose her balance. Okay, then you learn how to just do energy down. So going up, we're not going to send forward energy. We're just going to stick. And going down, right? Make sure you're lifting your leg. Don't shortchange yourself here. Do a full range of motion. Okay, this is a great leg exercise. So now we're doing it down. Okay. Next, we're going to send energy forward, up, and down. So we meet. Now is where it gets a little more challenging. Okay? We're really not trying to take each other's space yet, but we're sticking hard. So this is a hard stick. Up and down. Good. So from there is when you go to play a little bit with this. And when you play, you meet legs. I come up. I'm trying to feel the energy of her leg. I can also, when I'm making contact with her leg, I can kind of hook into it a little bit, either way. It's not always the best thing to do because hooking's good in that you use it when you're going to sweep somebody. So if I'm here and I'm going to sweep her outwards like this, okay, I gave her a little hook, okay, but if I do this with a complete hook, she's going to feel that and she's going to know my intention better. All right, so it's better not to hook, all right, although it feels good to hook because it gives you more control. So anyway, we're both sending energy, right, up and down. Now I'm trying to take her space, she's trying to take my space. So we're fighting for that spot. Now, if she steps into me and she has a good angle, I have to step back. There's no way around it. I have to step back. And I step into her, I have a good angle. Good. Okay, so these are some of the stages of how Gerk begins. And what you would do normally is you would spend some time on just doing energy up, some time on just doing energy down. You don't try and cram it all in this one video the way we're doing. I mean, this would be like literally weeks or months of training that I'm showing you. So next is going to be the Chun. in Gerk. So here, we're not going to use much energy because I just want to demonstrate this. So we're going up, we're going down. Now let's say I want to go to the outside of her leg. I can hoon outside. And hoon is a circle. It can be a hook. It can be a hook. It can be a rotation. It's a rotation, but if you notice, here, I'm going to do a slow motion. If you notice, when we go up, I still have to maintain, lift your leg slow, slow and maintain contact. I still have to maintain contact with the leg. I can't go like this and break contact. In Wing Chun, we don't want to break contact because in Wing Chun, if I break contact, this arm's going to come forward, right? It's the nature of Wing Chun. Always move forward when there's contact. You know, there's a little space, then we move forward. I feel more space, create space. That's the nature of it. So it works the same with the legs. It's no different. Okay? So here we are. Now, why might I want to hoon my leg? Let's say she's trying to sweep me. It can be a counter to a sweep. Pick up. Sweep again. Right? So you can hoon as a counter to a sweep. You can also use the hoon once you're in the up position as a sweep, right? You can do an outward sweep or an inward sweep, depending on what the situation calls for. So hooning is good to practice this. However, there's one thing you must know. You don't do a hoon on the way down. You do a hoon on the way up, So I'm hooning on the way up. Because if I try to hoon on the way down, what's going to happen is slow motion. Pick up and put down. Okay, now watch. Pick up. Now I'm going to hoon on the way down. And as soon as she feels me come off with the hoon, she's going to come forward. See what happens? Watch that again. Slow motion. Do it on the side. Same thing. We pull up. I'm going to try to hoon on the way down. Watch. Yep. So it's definitely not the time to hoon. The best time to hoon your leg, okay, pick up, is when you're rising. When you're rising, you can hoon because you can still maintain contact. So that's how the hoon falls into play with us.